Minister Rivera, Remy, dear friends, dear colleagues, buenas tardes. As you can see, I'm not in Sharm El-Sheikh. I'm currently preparing to sail around the world, in fact, to sail around Antarctica, the icy heartbeat of our blue planet. Our boat, Sails of Change, carries the 30 by 30 message that many of you share. I'm happy that today's event highlights the links between ocean and climate. It needs repeating. The fate of humanity is tightly linked to the health of the natural world, and more particularly the health of the ocean, which covers, as you all know, 2/3 of the planet and plays a critical role in regulating our climate. The ocean drives the global systems that make Earth habitable for humankind. Since 2015, with the Paris Agreement and the establishment of the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 14, Life Below Water, we have clear targets and we know what needs to be done. Yet, we continue to pressure the unique ecosystem that is the ocean. At the policy level, we fail to recognize the economic value of conservation and of nature when it's alive, versus the economic value of harvesting and extracting these resources. And of course, the importance for a healthy and resilient ocean to mitigate the negative impacts of climate change. We are inefficient at addressing biodiversity loss. We are slow at adopting global ocean regulations with concrete binding measures and enforcement. The insufficient speed and quality of progress regarding biodiversity protection at high-level negotiations is alarming. BBNG, WTO, CAMLAR, and other intergovernmental institutions can and must do more. The world is on the brink of dangerous climate and tipping points. Yet there is hope because the ocean is our best ally. But the ocean can only protect us if we protect it in return. The best available science tells us that to prevent mass extinction of species, extinction of our life support system, we need to set aside at least 30% of land and ocean by 2030. A growing number of governments are committed to the 30-30 target. However, the simple fact is not all marine protected areas deliver conservation, economic, and social benefits. MPAs must be connected, large-scale, highly or fully protected to deliver the expected benefits science shows. But they also need to be well managed, financed, and enforced to become a powerful tool needed to build resilience to threats and protect and restore ecosystems. The Southern Ocean makes up only 10% of the global ocean, but it plays an outsized role in the fight against climate change. Just last week, CAMLAR and its member governments closed the 41st annual meeting, marking the 6th consecutive year with no designation of Southern Ocean MPAs. In contrast to this disappointing news, member states gave unanimous support to renew krill fishery management measures while developing a new one. Antarctic krill is a giant conveyor belt constantly moving carbon from the surface down, playing a huge role in supporting biodiversity and helping to fight climate change. So while effective ocean protection must become the norm, not the exception, it is encouraging to see some progress towards sustainable fishery management. Finally, I want to draw your attention to another threat with irreversible consequences for our ocean and climate: deep sea mining. Today, we simply don't know what large-scale industrial mining would mean for ocean ecosystems and biodiversity. That makes it irresponsible and dangerous. Given that climate change is the greatest threat the world has ever faced, given the ocean's importance to mitigate climate change, we need to stop, research, and reflect. Spain, alongside Costa Rica, Ecuador, New Zealand, Samoa, Fiji, Chile, Federal States of Micronesia, Palau, and recently France, Germany, and Panama have called for a moratorium on deep sea mining. Each country that commits to oppose gives us hope that the environmental disaster that can still be avoided. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak today. From the ocean to COP27, I wish you good luck for the remaining of your discussion. Congratulations! Buena suerte!